What is up, Otaku Nation? We're sad because we're oppressed.
Sorry about that. I'm _ Pennsylvania _ the _ best _ state _ in _ the _ world _ 42 _
I'm good.
And we're the otakus of the night. You know what's really sad? Being a member of the most oppressed group in the world. Straight white men. What's his name? Adam Smith?
Yeah.
A great philosopher named Adam Smith once said that in the year 2016, the straight people who are of the white male race would come under severe fire from all the other races in the world and all the other minority groups. We are the embodiment of that notion.
The legacy of America is one of Eurocentrism. It's one of heteronormativity. It's one of coloniality, and it's one of violence. And you know, it's just a lot of groups who don't conform to the social norm of whiteness and straightness and identify as male. You know, it's hard. I mean, these groups are oppressed, and you know, we aren't oppressed, so we feel a bit left out. And you know, that's exactly the reason why we're oppressed. It's because we're not oppressed. You know, everyone gets to be in the oppression Olympics, talking about, oh, how they're more oppressed than this person, their experience is worse than the other. And you know what? We are straight white men, so we don't get to be in that game, and it sucks because we have great athletic talent.
In ancient Greece, it was considered a symbol of beauty to have a really tiny penis. And this makes us feel oppressed because we have huge dicks. You know, America, capitalism, and democracy traces its roots back to ancient Greece, ancient Athens. And, you know, because of this really makes us feel connected to the ancient Greeks and their symbols of beauty, their symbols of class. And, you know, we are some of the classiest people alive. And since we have big dicks, we feel really left out of, you know, this whole classy agenda. That
because class is for men and swag is for boys, and because we have big dicks, it doesn't mean we don't have class. Okay, you know, we should be able to have class and have whatever dick size. Okay, we aren't dickist. People think because we're white that they give us a racist stereotype that we like mayonnaise. Okay, and that is not true. We think mayonnaise is decent at best.
You know, I only like mayonnaise on some sandwiches. It really depends on the bread and what else is on it. But a lot of times when we go to delis, the person behind the deli just assumes that we want mayonnaise on our sandwich. And that makes us feel oppressed, you know? Sometimes we want barbecue sauce. Sometimes we want honey mustard. Sometimes we want chipotle mayo.
Actually, I don't believe in chipotle mayo because it's too spicy and spices give me bad gas.
Usually, I go for honey mustard because it's nice and sweet.
Just like Connor J. Sierra.
And his ass.
And his balls. And his personality.
Connor.
So there's been a very problematic trend going on of people thinking that it's funny when white people can't take spicy food. And we actually think that's really dangerous and horrible because it's just normalizing the pain of white people and their suffering. And this is like a dangerous trend that's been going on for history in America as long as last Thursday at least.
A lot of things that white people have invented over the course of history have really gone unnoticed by the general public. You know, we invented racism, we invented homophobia, we invented memes, we invented sexism, we invented transphobia, we invented capitalism, we invented the Chinese language. And nobody talks about that. You know, all the great accomplishments of us white people just are swept under the bridge. You see this man right here? This man right here is the sexiest man alive. But unfortunately for us, we can't have him. And you know why that is? It's because he's a cuck. And you know why we hate cucks? Because since we're straight, we can't have sex with cucks. We can only have sex with the wife of a cuck. We can only have sex with his wife.
And who gives a shit about his wife with a sexy piece of ass like that right there?
Yeah, this man right here oppresses us personally because he's straight.
He oppresses us with his hotness.
And he oppresses us, and we also oppress ourselves because we're straight, okay? There's enough oppression to go around for everybody, including this sexy hunk of man right here.
Do you ever hear about straight people achieving anything? No, you don't. And we need more straight representation. That's why it sucks to be straight, Like, for example, Tom Brady, the most greatest football player, the most greatest basketball player, sorry, I forgot about that, ever. You only hear about him being good at baseball. You never fucking hear about him being straight. And it's just, it's because the media's just trying to hide straightness from us and pretend like it doesn't exist.
We need more heterosexual representation in the media. You never hear of somebody accomplishing something and they mention like, oh yeah, this person was straight. They only talk about all the great things they did. They don't talk about the fact that they're straight.
I am tired of being in the closet for being straight.
See this person right here? That person is Hillary Clinton, a female sex icon. It is really easy for females to achieve beauty standards because every female is beautiful in her own regard, regardless of how she looks. Even if she doesn't even look like Katy Perry, the person we were literally just talking about how women should look all the time. But, it's different for men. Standards for men look like this. And let's be real here, it is impossible for a man to look as sexy as this. Men have it so hard because society expects them to look like this, but they can't. There's only one person in the world who can look like this, and that's this
Connor
man.
J. Sierra.
Yeah, Connor J. Sierra. We envy you. You are like a symbol of the straight white male oppression movement. You are a figurehead. You are a martyr for the cause. And we also think you're a cock.
As men, we can't experience the joy of childbirth. Like, all you women get to get pregnant, and yeah. You know what? Good for you. But we can't experience that, so stop rubbing it in our face. Also, we will never experience the joy of getting paid less than men. It just sucks. Like, I always wanted to get paid less because we have so much money that we don't know what to do with it. So I could use a little less money in my life, okay?
Being cisgendered men, we have cisgendered men genitalia, meaning we have balls. And you know what hurts? Getting kicked in the balls. It hurts even more than childbirth. Not that we would know, because we will never be able to experience that kind of joy. In today's society, being a straight white man is the norm. People think that, obviously there's more straight people than there are not straight people. There aren't more males than there are not males, but with hegemonic masculinity, when you imagine a very generic person in your head, the first person that comes up is a male. And white people are one of the majority racial groups in America. So everybody thinks that you're a very normal person. And whenever people look at you, nobody bats an eye, nobody thinks that you're special. Society says that you are not special, and that there's nothing special about you, and that there's nothing good about you at all. Society thinks that if you're a straight white man, then you're just like the devil incarnate.
Except that people look at us and think we're special because we're like the most sexiest man to exist outside of men. Also, everyone on 4chan just thinks you're a normie.
Everybody on 4chan calls us a normie, and it really hits us where it hurts.
4chan is the birthplace of social justice. And that's what makes us mad about 4chan, because it's so tolerant and accepting and beautiful. Anita!
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on Dig. And one final reminder, we love the pussy and the pussy loves us, but not because we're straight white males
in America.